What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another Disney Pixar Cars diecast video on the Anchor Cars channel. And today I'll be taking a look at the Thailand variant of Fishtail from the Disney Pixar Cars 2025 diecast mainline. I am super excited to finally get my hands on the Fishtail Thailand variant. This guy is just awesome. Fishtail is always one of my favorite Thunder Hollow Crazy 8 racers from Cars 3. And I mean, I loved his release back then, and he really hasn't been released all that much at all since. I think he was in one 5-pack, and then he was in, he was in one 5-pack, or one of the rerun 5-packs, and then as a rubber tire variant. But he's never been released as a single since his first debut in 2017. So it's definitely awesome to finally get. So the artwork there looks fantastic. This is one of the old artworks that they had in one of those like kind of really random Cars kind of like magazine type stuff. So pretty cool to see it finally being used on an official card back. Diecast looks amazing. Other Cars 3 diecast on the back there. I think he's only one of like 2 other Cars 3 variants this year new to Thailand. The other one being High Impact, which I am very, very excited for. I don't have High Impact at all, and the fact that she's become probably one of the rarest Thunder Hollow racers out there, and to have her back from Thailand, super, super excited. But yeah, Fishtail looks awesome. We'll do a nice comparison to the original one, and yeah, I'll see you guys right back when he's all opened up. Alright guys, so here we have Fishtail all opened up, and I am loving this Thailand variant. Such an improvement from the original China one, and that's saying something, especially since the China one by itself was already a really good variant for this guy. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, Fishtail, very awesome. As I said, he hasn't been released in a very long time, like I believe as of this year, like 7 years. It has been since his last release ever, so quite a long time. Not as long as certain diecasts, but I mean, pretty long for this guy. So, yeah. I mean, there are, of course, differences. A lot of differences from the original China one. Some favorable, some not so favorable. I'll kind of get into those when I compare them later on. But, yeah, so without further ado, let's get straight into it. Actually, before I get into that, I should point out something about this guy. Now, obviously, he is a Thailand variant for a Demolition Derby car, and as you guys know from past Thailand variant releases, they definitely up the detail on them by a lot. Like, take comparison. In your mind, just imagine how Pile Up looked from the first Cars movie. I mean, from the... not the first Cars movie, but his first release back from China. And then you kind of compare that over to the Thailand one. Obviously, big upgrade in detail quality and all of that good stuff. So it's a lot different. And the same can even be said for a guy like Jimbo. He definitely got a lot more improved detailing on him as well. So obviously, I was going to be very excited to get Fishtail and even High Impact later on. But this guy, exactly done to the same level as those two, so keep that in mind. Anyways, you can see Fishtail has the very same model, or very similar model to that of Jason Roadkey, although this guy was the predecessor to him. So pretty cool. I guess it made sense that Fishtail would be coming out this year, especially since they already could have kind of reused the model that they probably used Fishtail's model from 2017, modified it to do Jason Roadkey, and then probably were able to go back and make this guy this year. So really, really cool. Anywho, he's got a very angry expression on the front there. Just a nice, evil, kind of angry, determined grin, and the eyes look fantastic there as well. Nice black outline, and of course the eye shadowing there is done super well. He's got kind of dual coloring going on. He's got a lot of blue and a lot of like a turquoise color. And of course the red on some main parts. But it's definitely a lot more realistic. I think the kind of the different colors in there to add the highlights and the shadows are definitely a lot more prominent. The fading of the paint looks a lot more realistic here. Very, very awesome. Very favorable. You can see there's a lot of kind of red spots all around, kind of like the paint fading or chipping off of the actual like movie counterpart of this guy. You got the little kind of engine circular thing up front. Nice dark outlining to that. Little pipes sticking out of the hood here. Very, very cool. Liking those a lot. You can see the detailing, again, is a lot more realistic. He does have a very nice matte finish too, I should probably say. So the detailing all around the grooves, the bends, everything. Wild bills, racing cones. Number 96, which is his number in the Crazy 8 Demolition Derby Thunder Hollow kind of race roster. So very cool. Loving that. I mean, obviously, you guys look, detail is just improved all around on this guy. He's got some of the window bar cover-ups on the sides. Big old bits on the back there. Roof just says number 96. It says Bill right there. Pretty cool. Nice little white fade of the paint right there. I love how they got every little detail down on this guy, and it kind of took what they used for the China variant, but improved it. He's got 96 on the back, some nice zigzag lines, a lot of different coloration or differentiation in the colors. Good detail on this guy. Really, really loving it. I mean, you guys probably know me well enough already to know that I absolutely love detail on these diecasts. I love things that make them realistic, and this guy does not disappoint. He is amazing. A lot of good details on this guy. The wheels are very cool. They got kind of like the kind of crosshair, target plus design on there. Really, really cool. All of that is just kind of sprayed on detail. The backside wheels are, of course, bigger since his model is kind of bending up to fill that extra space. They use big old wheels with more treaded outsides. Very, very cool. Base made in Thailand by Mattel, second week of 2025. Really, really cool. And yeah, so I think overall for the base review, this guy is a fantastic Thailand variant. Highly recommend getting him. But let's get on to the comparison here. So let's zoom out just a bit. And then you guys take a look. You can see a lot of improvements. The coloration is a lot more vibrant and actually a lot more accurate to his card art as well, now that I look at it. Really, really cool. Detailing is really much improved. See kind of like a top side view of the China one, top side view of the Thailand one. Really, really cool stuff. The eyes are pretty cool as well. I think the one thing that I kind of wish they did for the Thailand one is they could have taken the original wheels on the first one, and you see how like they cover up the little axle hole. Like this one, you got the axle being seen through the center of the wheel. They probably could have done the old one and kind of like had the covering piece to it, because that's definitely a lot more favorable. But the one detail that I actually didn't expect on this guy, he has a lot bigger wheels on the back. You can see the detailing on these, a lot bigger treads. The wheels are a lot wider. And let's see, do a quick comparison side by side. You guys can see, I mean, yeah, very thin wheels over here, and then bam, you got the big wheels. Really, really cool. Loving how that looks. I mean, it's awesome. Can't even find a little focus spot right there. See? Different sized wheels. Anywho, that is going to do it for today's review of Fishtail. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.